Today I wanted to talk to you guys about skill-based matchmaking because Call of Duty officially has made a statement about it existing. This has never happened before, as we all know. This has been one of those things where we kind of all knew how it worked, but didn't have the right things, right? To 100% solidify that it existed other than our own experience. Call of Duty refused to talk about it, even though there was proof that it existed. You can make a new account and bomb it and show reverse boosting. We've talked about VPNs. All of these things have worked to negate skill-based matchmaking. Let me just explain what happened today. Call of Duty said skill-based matchmaking exists. Now, we have known that they were going to talk about it for, I don't know, a few months now. And we've been waiting for this moment for them to say it, because they said, we're going to acknowledge it and we're going to explain some things. So, I mean, it's exciting to the community because we've all been asking for them to remove it. This must mean that it's finally going away, or at least going to be toned down, right? Because they wouldn't say anything if they're not planning on making changes. Well, that's what everyone thought, but I kept my mind pretty clear that it's very possible they just mention it and nothing changes. And sure enough, this blog does exactly that. It's pretty much just explaining exactly what we know. There's nothing too crazy in here. I mean, we have them explaining that connection is king. No, it's not. Time to a match is important to them, which we know is how you reverse boost, like using a VPN. Like, if it doesn't get you into a match right away, it might ping you into a lobby that's quick enough, right? So that's the second most important thing. Playlist diversity. This is talking about how many players are available in each playlist. Recent maps and modes, which is, let's say you play Shipment all the time, you're gonna get harder lobbies in Shipment. Your performance or skill. So if you play well, you are going to be against harder people. Your input device, it doesn't matter too much on the higher end, only on the lower end. If there's more keyboard and mouse players, it's probably because they're all playing on keyboard and mouse and they're all at a lower skill level. It doesn't matter if they're all controller or all keyboard and mouse, right? The skill level takes priority. And then voice chat disabled or enabled and their platform. I've never seen the platform matter. I've been in plenty of lobbies where it's all console, all PC, all Xbox. Like, it doesn't really matter. That part is like so insignificant. And they said voice chat disabled and enabled, which I've actually never played with voice chat off. So I'm almost curious if I get body or lobbies doing it. I'm going to try that one and I'll let you know the results in a future video if it does anything. But this is all, like, for the most part, nothing new. I mean, you could tell everybody who replied to this felt that way. The only thing that this did was make people who weren't aware of skill-based matchmaking aware of it, which, like, if you don't know that skill-based matchmaking is in Call of Duty, where have you been? My whole thing with skill-based matchmaking, which I even replied on this tweet about it, is that this blog pretty much said skill-based matchmaking isn't changing and we like money. That's why. And I mean, I understand as a business, right? Because they even say in the blog, and I will literally quote it. They said, to date, the data remains consistent that with what we detailed above, players tend to quit matches or stop playing if they're getting blown out, resulting in negative overall experience for all players in the lobby and general population. AKA, they've tried shutting off skill-based matchmaking in the past. And as soon as the body players start getting stomped in other lobbies, they quit playing. And they even state in another part that skilled players tend to not quit after getting stomped a few times because we're hard-headed or we're addicted to the game, whatever you want to say, right? Now, what that is saying, and even Mr. Raffle Waffles, I think, put it the best, is that Call of Duty's essentially saying if the skilled players would just quit the game and go touch grass, skill-based matchmaking might go away. Because the body players are the only ones playing when skill-based matchmaking is in place. But like, it should be like eye-opening to them, because all the players that have been begging for them to make a statement and remove skill-based matchmaking are the players that are getting stomped. We're saying, hey, we have a problem with this. We are the ones that care the most about your brand. The people who don't care that much are the body players who play for an hour, and when they get stomped, they quit, right? They don't want to improve. We want to improve, but we also want to have fun. I can't go and play with my little brother, because if he gets into my matches, the first thing he says is, your lobbies are too hard, I'm getting off. There's no middle ground. I don't play in his lobbies. I mean, Jev is even out here going, cool blog, I learned so much. You know, clearly being sarcastic. Everybody here understands that business is business. But also this blog quite literally is saying you've killed the idea of anyone playing with friends. You have to be, if you're a competitive player, you have to play with competitive players. You can no longer play with your friend. I mean, even when I play with Expel sometimes, we have like, we butt heads because lobbies are that hard, you know? He likes to do more fun content and I totally get that. And I like to sweat out a little bit more. And so sometimes I'll be pushing into buildings, trying to push people because I'm used to a certain play style, and he's trying to have fun with it. I'm not playing to play top 250 players every time I'm jumping onto Warzone, but that's what I play again. I just think Warzone, first of all, should not even have skill-based matchmaking unless it's in ranked, and same goes for pubs in multiplayer. Pubs should not be ranked, and if players want to have ranked, suggest that to them. Suggest that in the menus and start launching games with a ranked mode. You know, I'm not trying to make this a complaining video. I'm trying to make this as constructive as possible, but man, oh man, is it silly that it took this long for them to finally make a statement about skill-based matchmaking, and they really didn't do anything other than saying it exists. That's it. Everybody agrees. You can go read all the people on this timeline, right? Casuals and skill players alike, and they all agree. And then what's really funny is Call of Duty, I think, is suppressing the people who are, you know, speaking their minds about how this means nothing, because all those tweets that have high replies and like a lot of like were pushed down the totem pole on the replies, and what is now at the top of the replies is people asking for their combat record over and over, which it's like, is that because Call of Duty did that on purpose? And maybe it'll change by the time this video goes up, but that's what I'm seeing right now is all the replies are people asking for their combat record, and anything that had to do with the original tweet that everybody replied to saying this is a joke is being pushed down and, you know, suppressed. So I don't know, maybe that it'll change later on, but it, you know, originally it wasn't like that. Now it is. But hey, if you enjoy the conversation and want me to do more videos like this, like and subscribe, because I'm trying to find my footing in what kind of videos I want to do anymore on this channel. And I'm kind of enjoying these the most, where I just kind of update you guys on news if there is any, and kind of just talk to you like a friend. So hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on stream over on my Twitch or in the next video. See ya. What the? Bro, did I just get shadow banned? Don't tell me I got shadow banned.